Hi all and welcome to my new channel. I'm Ribbe. I'm gonna be your host on this channel, and what I'm gonna do on this channel is pretty much try new stuff. So hashtag Ribbe tries. I don't know, works for me. Anyway, my first attempt and my first focus here will be going full keto for 6 weeks. And most of you might now ask what is keto? Well, keto is sort of you lower your carb intake to a minimum. You lower your you increase your fat intake, and you lower your protein intakes to a normal level to force your body to produce a hormone called ketones, which allows your body to burn fat and become an extremely efficient fat burner. That's an easy version of it. There's some science behind this, where sort of this is how we used to be eating and used to be functioning, and we're trying to find and see if we can get back to our sort of primal roots. Anyway, the reason I came into this is that I've always been interested in food and how we eat and what to eat, and I've been a bit of a Paleolithic eater back in the days, about I'd say 5-10 years ago. And then now I'm more of a you eat what's available. Anyway, so I decided to try this, and I found a book called The Keto Reset Diet by Mark Sisson and Brad Kearns. I'm not sure you can see and read what it is. Anyway, and they state that in a 21-day reset program, we can sort of reset our bodies and start burning fat instead of carbs. That's pretty much what it goes about. Carbs is turning to glycols that the body is then burning, and we need to fill that up. We can only store an extremely limited amount in our bodies at one time, about 200 grams, I think they mentioned somewhere in the book. While we can store about a couple of kilos of fat without problem that body can use. So the goal is to turn from carb burning or glycols to fat burning instead. So what have I done? Well, I did the 21-day reset. It's just the beginning of the book, actually. So the title is a bit misleading in my opinion. But that means that you go Paleolithic eating pretty much. So you eliminate all starches, you don't any oats, you pasta, rice, anything like that. You only eat meat, uh, poultry, fish, vegetables, natural products. So you eliminate sugars, you eliminate all that. What you also do is you limit your carb intake to about less than 150 grams, which isn't that hard to be honest. And you add in some intermittent fasting as well. And you do that for 3 weeks, 21 days. And I've done that. Um, it wasn't hard at all, actually. It was very, very easy for me. I skipped breakfast, which wasn't such a struggle for me, but you can have breakfast if you want. I cooked my own meals and I prepped and I brought them into work. And I ate that. And the results was, in my opinion, a stable blood sugar levels all through the day. No crashes after lunch or mad cravings before lunch. I had some good days, some worse days. Anyway, that's done. Unfortunately, I didn't measure myself, weigh myself before I started it, so I don't have any accurate data. But as my measurement estimate is about 5 to 10 kilos. I'd say 5 to maybe 7, and I've lost about one size in clothes in 3 weeks, maybe two, depends on how you measure it. It's noticeable anyway to change. Anyway, seeing the results there, I thought, what happens if I go to step 2 in the book, which is a full keto for 6 weeks? That's 30 days. No, sorry, for 6 weeks, 1.5 month. And I decided to do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go full keto. That means I'm gonna be eating less than 50 grams of carbs each day. I'm gonna limit my calorie intake, but majority of my energy is going to come from fat, and then I'm going to add on some proteins, of course. So the goal for me is to stay in the keto stasis, which I try and measure with keto sticks, since that's what I have right now. They're not 100% accurate, but I'll try and use those and see how does this work. And the goal is to see, does it work for me as a full-time worker, which means that I have to make this work with a normal job where I normally eat lunch at work, but sometimes I have customer meetings and so on where I need to sort of eat in a restaurant or something quick on the road. Can I make that work? And is it doable? Uh, that's one part. The other part is, what results do I see? So I've weighed myself and I measured myself. So I'll compare that to what happened. The other part I want to see is, uh, does this affect my sort of my energy levels? I have a rather complicated and high performance job, which means my brain needs to work. So do I get tired? Do I lose energy? And so on. Third, last of all, I also want to see. They mentioned that in the book that you should lower your training habits, and mine haven't been too big, so I don't have to lower them at all actually. But they to avoid high intensity training, so you keep your pulse low instead, and just stay under a certain threshold in your pulse. So I'm going to see if that works. So I'm going to be walking a lot, running a lot, slower paced running, less high intensity training, and just sort of slow training instead, if you understand what I mean. So I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to try and post some videos and some short vlogs here, day by day, to tell you like, this is my energy levels, I feel this and this and that, and so on and so forth. Meanwhile, I'll also be keeping a food log, so you can get access to that one later. See how I post it. I'm not decided that yet. I'll also keep posting on Instagram updates and continuously. And I'll measure this, and I keep going back to see, oh, this worked, this didn't work, and see uh, what you think and what your feedback is. Do you want to see something else? Do you want to see me try something different after this? Or if you have any feedback, that's great. Anyway, that's the goal, and that's the concept of this video series. The channel will then sort of be a channel where I try different stuff. So after these 6 weeks, I'll try something else. Not sure what. Feel free to give me feedback. Anyway, that's just a short intro to what I'm gonna do, and I'll upload this on YouTube, and I'll add the daily short ones as well, um, for my feedbacks when they're ready, when they're done, and just let me know what you want to see, and I'll try and make that happen. Um, if you want to see me cook the food, let me know. I'll make a video about that. Just let me know. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and please, please, please spread the word. Click the subscribe and click the like button down below, and you'll make me very happy. Anyway, thank you. Ribbe out.